pumpkin spice flavored wings.
Where?
Buffalo Wild Wings.
Burn it down. Burn it down. I enjoy pumpkin spice drinks,
That can't
but that's
be real.
too far, man. That's way too far.
We pumpkin spice everything, don't we?
No.
Pumpkin spice wings.
That's too much, dude.
You can get barbecue pumpkin spice wings at Buffalo Wild Wings now. If you strolled into any coffee shop or cafe this afternoon, you will have had your pick of countless pumpkin-flavored autumnal snacks and drinks. But what about food? An institute has managed to develop a lemon spice pepper and that will eventually develop a pumpkin spice pepper. Pumpkin spice jalapeno, which on that SHU level is 80,000.
Hold on 1 second. I got a phone call.
Okay.
Hello, Chief? Chief says that ain't it.
What is this, episode 4?
Yeah.
5th and 6th?
I hope that's right. Sounds about right.
It's wrong. It's there now.
Oh, well.
Welcome.
We are here.
It's just the two of us today. This
Yeah.
is
I'm kind of lonely.
yeah. Oh,
Technically, Andrew's here, but he's not here.
he's always
with
here.
the podcast, so
Nothing new there.
yeah, nothing new. I mean, not like he actually contributes anything positive.
He's just over there like, you know what, Austin.
Anyway, I'm gonna turn my computer volume down so it doesn't screech into the mic. What's going on, Kendall? How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah, I had took a few nice, relaxing days off.
There you go. Personal days?
Yeah, did nothing.
Staycations are always very enjoyable.
They're so enjoyable, man.
Yeah. I'm gonna be dog sitting here in a couple days. Have a house to myself. That'll be nice.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah. And I got a couple days off too because it's a few days before the 21 Pilots concert. So.
Okay. Oh yeah, it's coming up.
Yeah, probably gonna have to hang out in the sidewalk for a few hours. It's probably longer than a few hours.
It's probably gonna be cold.
It will be, but thankfully I have some warm coats to bring with me. But it'll be tiring, but it'll be worth it because Adrenaline Mission is just nuts.
Oh yeah,
Because I saw people had live streams because last night was the Nashville show, which is like the first concert they've had in over a year.
Yeah.
So this was, there's a lot of people. There's like 700 people lined up outside.
Oh my goodness.
Before like the gates even open, I think.
That's crazy.
That's like an estimation. I don't know if somebody's like blowing it out of proportion or not, but
yeah. Is it
that's
at
kinda
the? Where's it?
it was at Bridgestone Arena last night in
Oh,
Nashville.
where's the one you're going to?
Oh, the Q.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then they have multiple doors, so maybe
it's
unless they're
weird,
only doing one door.
they're doing construction right now on the Q.
Oh, that's right.
It's a mess over there.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what people are gonna do.
When is that? I thought they were gonna have that done before the start of the season.
I thought so too, but
Yikes.
the area by the front entrance isn't even close to being done. Because I went to a preseason game. Actually, the same day we had our last podcast.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that night the Cavs played the Pacers in a preseason game.
Mm-hmm.
Some guy on Twitter was just giving away tickets. I was like, I'll take them.
And he just wow.
Yeah, my
that's
dad and
great.
I showed up like end of the second quarter. We still saw a good portion of the game, but
Who are they playing?
Pacers.
Pacers.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that's a pretty good team
So it was-
to go
it
up
was
against
cool.
the current Cavs.
Right.
So.
So they had a lot of guys out. Love didn't even play that game,
Oh wow.
but yeah, NBA season kicking off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's exciting.
It is exciting.
I like the Lakers right now, actually.
I think they need more shooting.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, when you play with LeBron, you're gonna have to need.
I think
a lot
those
of
young
shooters.
guys definitely need to
They need to step up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Brandon Ingram a lot. I think
Mhm.
he has a lot of potential.
Mm-hmm.
I can see kind of why LeBron would want to go because of the market and
Yeah.
the young talent they have, but they're gonna have to make some moves. The team they have now is not gonna win a title.
Oh no,
That's-
absolutely not.
That's
no.
for sure.
I see him right now still as like a fifth,
Fourth or
seed.
fifth seed, I think, is
Yeah.
probably best. That's probably their peak level. Is fourth
which is
or fifth.
fine. But
Yeah, I mean, you have LeBron, you're gonna make the playoffs.
Mhm.
I know I mentioned before they might miss, but I don't think there's. any
yeah,
way.
I think where there's LeBron, there's a way.
Unless he has some impossible injury that he never has.
Yeah.
There's no way.
Yeah,
But-
I think they'll at least make it there. I think the Cavs will also make the playoffs. So.
Do you see Lonzo's coming off the bench?
Really?
Rondo's starting at point guard.
Wow.
That was like that's what it looked like in preseason.
Was that pre or post the big air ball that went viral?
I think it might have been post.
Okay.
Yeah, that was ugly. But I don't know. I guess Rondo is the veteran, so
Yeah.
Rondo doesn't space the floor at all.
Rondo's getting up there too.
Yeah, he's getting old, but we'll see. I imagine Lonzo will start at some point.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's a for sure thing of him not starting, but that's what it seems like.
Yeah, I mean would he be considered the star last year?
Since he's a high draft pick, I would say yeah.
Yeah.
And because of his dad. So
Yeah. now it's just LeBron's team again. So
LeVar Ball. Oh, jeez. How long do you think Luke Walton will be the head coach?
he's a good coach.
I mean, he's only had a little bit of time.
Well, he was a good coach with the Warriors.
He was assistant though.
But when Steve Kerr was out,
That's true.
he was
I forgot about that.
Yeah,
Wow.
He killed that.
I mean, it's kind of easy to kill with that team. Though.
True. Oh yeah. When I think about it, yeah, your team's been stacked for years. You know.
Was that Durant's first year when they had Walton, or no?
Yeah, the 73 or
That was the 7-3-9.
that was the 73, and
I don't know. Here, let's look that up.
yeah, I'm not completely sure.
All right. Doing a fact check here because we got to get our information correct.
Exactly.
No, yeah, I think the Lakers will make moves at some point.
Mm-hmm.
That's a given. Obviously, when you have LeBron, you're going to want to win now. But then again, it's
But I
the
think
West. I don't think they want to go
Yeah.
for it right now.
But I think LeBron knows that he's not going to right now. I think now it's just like,
Yeah.
I'd rather make these other moves right now. That's why he chose LA, because look at all the other things he's doing out there,
Right.
Hollywood wise.
For sure. Oh. Let's see. It's until 2016.
2016,
So it was a 73-9 season.
or is it? He started in 2016,
Oh,
so then that would be
maybe,
the
maybe I'm bringing this wrong. Hold on.
2016, 2017. Okay.
No, it would have been 15-16 season. So he started off that year when we went 73-9.
That's great.
That's incredible.
So yeah, I mean they may hold on to him a little bit.
Yeah, we'll see. I feel like Magic Johnson is going to make more of an imprint on the team. I don't think he has
Mhm.
done enough. Technically, he's not the GM because Rob Pelinka is the GM,
Right.
who used to be Kobe's agent.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if a lot of people know that, but they hired him as GM. But Magic, he has a very big ego, so I imagine he wants to make some
Right.
basketball moves here soon. But they'll probably wait. Do you think Durant would join LeBron with the Lakers?
No.
There's a lot of talk about that. I just don't see it happening.
I don't even know how it happened, but that Durant-LeBron rivalry is big, and I don't think he wants to mess with that.
Right. I could see him going east though, because
It's just so smart to go east.
there's a lot of reporters saying how Durant might consider the Knicks.
Mhm.
So
I'm just very surprised that Klay Thompson is still in the Warriors.
Mhm.
That is one person that I really thought was just going to be like, nah.
well, he hasn't had the
no.
option to leave yet. He's
Didn't
been
he
in
have
the
that
contract.
once?
Mm-mm.
I could have sworn he had a... Because I don't see him staying there.
No. I think he's a free agent at the end of this year.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I feel like if a team throws a bunch of money at him, he might think about it, but we'll see.
It's like, do you just want that many championships that bad? Or do you want the money at that point?
I don't
You
think he
guys-
signed an extension. Let's see.
I could have sworn. But I don't know. That team's just stacked in general. Like,
Yeah, they're set for no matter what. Because I mean, they can't bring Cousins back next year.
yeah.
This is just gonna be a 1-year thing because they
Mhm.
don't have his rights to extend his contract. So
Good job, Adam Silver, even giving him the 1 year. Goodness.
yeah, that was messed
Well,
up.
how can we help that team?
He won't play the whole
anymore?
season, but he'll be healthy by playoffs. So what does it
Yeah.
matter?
It'll be fine for them.
Yeah. Should be a good season. Celtics are gonna be good.
Oh yes.
They're deep.
That's the team I'm riding with right now.
They
it's
got
the
length.
Celtics. Mm-hmm.
You got a good coach.
Mhm.
You got Kyrie.
Yep.
Even though he's talking crap about Cleveland right now, I don't like it, but it's whatever.
At least he finally admitted that the Earth is not flat.
That is true. That is true.
Because that was a big thing for him.
Yeah, I'm really excited for that story to die.
Oh my
I'm tired
goodness.
of talking about it. But yeah, Celtics is good. Raptors could be a thing with Kawhi
Yeah.
and his laugh.
Yeah, I've been practicing that one.
It's
But
good. Milwaukee could be good. Giannis.
Yeah, that's a big contender there.
Mm-hmm.
Who else would be? There's one more team that we're missing
I
here
feel like we're forgetting something. In the East or West?
on the East.
Um,
There's definitely a team we're missing. That could be
Not the Cavs.
not the Wizards.
I mean, the Wizards have Dwight Howard now.
No, not the Wizards. The Wizards are still right where
Okay,
they
all right. I'm sorry. Let's see. There's the Pacers. Yeah, Pacers. That's probably what it was. They might be good. Better. They signed Tyreek Evans. That's a big pickup.
And the Cavs will be somewhere. in there.
Sixers.
Oh,
That's what
it was. Yep.
Jeez. Trust the process. Come on.
I'm like, there's definitely
gotta
a
be somebody
team
else we're
we
forgetting.
are forgetting about.
Sorry for all you Sixers fans that are probably not listening right now. Yeah, I don't know why I forgot, but I picked up Joel Embiid in my fantasy draft
Did you?
with my second pick. So
There you go.
I got Curry at the end of the first round, and then since I started off the second round, I got Embiid.
Okay.
So I'm excited. I got some good picks. I picked up Love too.
Okay.
He could have a big season this year.
Did I pick up Love? No, I did not pick up Love. I picked up someone on the Cavs though.
Did you?
Yeah. Can't think of who it is right now though.
Let's see. I'll just go through my team, just give you guys a little sneak peek of what's going on this season. Yeah, so I picked up Curry, Embiid, Gordon Hayward. This is no particular order of how I drafted. I'm just kind of going through what the roster was. I picked up Markelle Fultz. He could be a surprise player this year if he actually learns how to shoot. It's probably kind of important for a number one pick to shoot the basketball. Robert Covington, Bobby Portis, Vooch from the Magic, Vucevic, Ricky Rubio, Nicholas Batum, Kevin Love, Dario Saric, and Tyreek Evans. So, got a lot of guys that can do a few different things, which is good.
Right.
So, we'll see how this goes. This is my main league, like my paid league. It's a very competitive league, so I'm excited.
I'm also in a paid league, and like, it's. I got very low picks.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, so it was raw.
What was your pick number?
I think it was 8.
It can be good though. That's where I drafted. Like, if you draft low, you get back-to-back picks, basically.
Yeah, so I did have back-to-back picks.
Who'd you
and
get? Let's go through it. Come on,
All
come
right.
here.
Right now, I'm just gonna.
I'm curious of your drafting style.
D'Angelo Russell,
Okay.
Andrew Wiggins,
Okay.
Kawhi Leonard, Kyle Kuzma, Clint Capella,
Okay.
Jordan Clarkson. This is not in order.
Oh yeah. No, I figured.
Who is this? Kevin Knox,
Okay.
Willie Cauley-Stein,
Yeah.
Alfred Payton. I do not know who that is at all. Trey
Oh,
Burke,
he's okay.
John Wall,
Oh, nice.
John Collins, Chris Dunn, Dwight Powell, and J.J. Barea.
Okay, that's not bad.
It's not awful. I
I
didn't
mean,
know
a lot of those guys are gonna be dropping for weekly matchups. Of
Yeah,
course,
and I
but
did not know that Collins was out.
injured. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He'll be back though. He's good.
Mhm.
He's usually like an automatic double-double.
Okay.
I had him for a little bit last year, but yeah, that's some good players in there. You have a lot of wings, which is good. Just
Yeah.
wing players can do a few different things because they get steals.
And also, I like looked at D'Angelo Russell and I was like, he's got to get some minutes, right? Like,
Yeah, I mean,
He's on the Nets.
he'll probably be the number one option with the Nets.
Yeah.
There's no way because I think the Nets could be a surprise team this year because they've been building up the past few years. Gave the Cavs some trouble last year. Of course, ended up with the 8th pick because
Right.
we had their. Of course, the year that the Cavs have their pick, the Nets actually don't suck that bad.
right.
But should be a big exciting year for fantasy basketball.
For
That's-
sure. All right, let's talk football.
Yeah, I attended the Cleveland Browns game this past Sunday. First Browns game I've been to since last season. And I actually didn't see the Browns there. I don't know where the team went, but it was just the Chargers playing toss and running around the field the whole game. So
Right.
that was interesting to watch. Apparently nobody knows how to tackle Melvin Gordon. And Phillip Rivers can only throw, I think it was only like 11 completions. And they still scored like a bunch of points, which is kind of ridiculous. So, I kind of hope that the Browns can recover from this because they are a young team. The defense did not look as good as they have the past few weeks because we talked about in the previous podcast how they've been holding their opponents to like 17 points below their usual scoring. And then the Chargers show up and literally stomp all over the field and embarrass them. So
Right.
it was a pretty bad showing, but next week we have Tampa Bay. So let's hope for some better offense and defense then. Baker had his first bad game of the year.
Yeah, and I wouldn't fault him for it.
He's a rookie. I mean, it's going to happen. So,
he blames himself for it hard, though.
yeah, he did. I thought the play calling wasn't the best as it could be, and I don't think the officiating was great, but the Browns still should have. They deserve to lose the game.
True.
So, yeah, on to Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay has been inconsistent this year, too, so that should be an interesting
Yeah, I don't
matchup.
even know.
They had Fitzpatrick starting, and now Winston's back.
Okay.
And I don't know. We'll see. They actually had a running game last week. Their running back, Peyton Barber, who had been terrible for the previous games. Of course, he had a great game when I'm facing him in fantasy football, and I lose because of Peyton Barber.
Because that's just the luck.
Because that's just my luck. But, yeah.
The record is... Oh, they're third in the NFC South, though.
Yeah. They started off really hot, and now they're very much cooling off.
Mm-hmm.
So, we'll see. I think the Browns can do a good job on Winston, but they just got to be careful on not turning the ball over on offense.
2 and 3, yeah. Patriots. Oh, I hate the Patriots. God.
I mean, true.
Chiefs are doing real well this year, though.
Yeah, they are.
Man.
I got my boy Mahomes
Mahomes.
on my fantasy team. I drafted him in the 116th pick.
He's my homie.
He is. I haven't even started Aaron Rodgers more than one game because of Mahomes.
Really?
Yeah.
That's smart.
I mean, I picked up both of them, not expecting Mahomes to be the better QB this year.
Right.
I thought he would have a good season, but I didn't think he would be elite.
Oh, Rams.
Yeah, Rams are unstoppable, dude. I don't know if anyone's going to be able to beat them.
Oh, my goodness. 6-0.
They're the Super Bowl favorites right now. There's no way they're not.
That's crazy.
Todd Gurley cannot be stopped. He's the running back for the Rams, and he is incredible.
I need to look at their highlights, honestly, when I get
Yeah,
the chance.
you should.
Goodness.
Jared Goff's having a good year at quarterback, and they have basically 4 top receivers as their receiving core.
Yeah.
Their defense is great too. Even though they've had a lot of injuries on defense, but they're all around really good.
That's insane.
Yeah, they're going to be hard out in the playoffs, and they're guaranteed the playoff spot. There's no way they don't make it.
Right.
So
Yeah, I mean, at this point, yeah, you're.
I want to see the Rams and the Chiefs play. That's what I want to see.
That would be an interesting matchup.
But Patriots are always looming. You never know.
I swear, if the Patriots do it again.
Yeah, but my ideal Super Bowl matchup would be Rams and Chiefs. That'd be pretty fun to watch.
I think so.
So, just as long as Josh Gordon doesn't win a Super Bowl, I'm okay.
If through all of this he won a Super Bowl that way,
Yeah, that's just ridiculous.
I'd be pretty pissed.
I just don't understand why they decided to trade him to the Patriots out of all teams. You could have got a 5th round pick from anybody.
I just don't understand why this is what it took
Yeah.
for us to decide.
Him showing up late.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, that's the last straw. See you later, buddy.
Sorry,
All
this
those
is
failed drug tests
yeah.
were okay, but showing up late to practice that one time.
Oh, this is your 46th strike. We just can't.
You're out of town, buddy.
Yep.
Yeah, it's not the greatest timing with all the wide receiver injuries either.
Right.
Hey, don't forget about the Saints. Forget about the Saints. They're 4-1.
The 4-1.
Yeah, Drew Brees and Alvin Kamara and Mark Ingram. They just got their other running back back from suspension. So
I'm just sick of the Browns going into overtime, man.
oh my gosh, I'm tired of it.
Like,
Thankfully, this past week it was just a blowout and it ended quick.
yeah.
So
Just another overtime?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me right now?
they play the Steelers in a couple of weeks. I think after the Tampa Bay matchup. So we'll get another chance on them.
Right.
That'll be fun. It'll be in Pittsburgh too, which would be
Ooh,
that would be a big win if
Right.
we won in Pittsburgh.
take that home.
Yeah, really. Make up for that stupid tie.
Exactly.
Jeez. I think that's all for football.
Well,
I
then
mean,
now,
we could talk about college football. I don't know how much you've been keeping track.
I'm not a big college football guy personally.
Really?
I mean, I watch, but I just don't.
Well, just
keep
to sum
track
it
of
up,
at all. Okay.
Alabama's really good again.
Okay.
They actually have a really good quarterback this time.
Okay.
Ohio State's number 2. They just jumped up to number 2 in the rankings.
Okay.
And their best defensive player, who was out with an injury, Nick Bosa, decided he's not even going to try to come back this year. He's just going to focus on the NFL draft, which is kind of ridiculous.
Right.
So, I mean, I understand he's focusing on his future, which that's his career, but
Mm-hmm.
I feel like he's throwing his teammates under the bus. Well, not under the bus, but he's basically forgetting about them.
Right.
It sucks. So, I still think Ohio State can make some noise in the college football playoff, but
I think we still have a good chance despite all the recent drama
oh yeah.
that Ohio State's had.
They've had a lot of good comebacks this year. This recent game they played in Minnesota.
Mhm.
And Minnesota isn't that great.
Mm-hmm.
They're 3-2, and Ohio State was basically struggling to beat them.
Right.
So it could have been just an off game, but they were lucky because Georgia was ranked number 2 and they lost to LSU. So that's why OSU jumped up
Right.
to number 2. So
Okay.
you should watch some Buckeye football.
I should. I really should. But I'm
You
just
should.
like, if I watch college football and regular football and basketball, what else do I do?
Yeah, I know. I haven't been able to watch all the games that I wanted to this year. which-
Yeah, like this is such like a big sports time of the year
Mhm.
where it's just like if you watch every single sport, you don't have any time to
Yeah,
do
you really
anything
don't.
else. Like,
Because the baseball playoffs is going on.
Yeah.
NFL.
yeah,
Basketball starts.
Uh-huh.
College football.
Mhm.
It's ridiculous. And college basketball, I think, is starting. soon,
yeah.
So.
So then
Uh,
it's tough.
and high school basketball is starting too. And high school football, if you want to go that far.
Right.
It's a
Oh,
lot.
yeah. Shouldn't high school football be near playoffs now, right?
They're getting close, I think, yeah.
Okay.
I don't follow high school football very much.
Right, me neither.
Yeah.
I just think about like when I was in
Mhm.
high school.
Yeah. I do want to go to an Ohio State game. That'd be fun.
I've been to one.
Yeah.
Or one or two.
Okay. Last time I went was 2007, so it's been a while.
Okay, yeah, I think I went like 1 or 2 years ago.
Okay.
If I can recall.
They're fun.
Yeah, oh
They're a
yeah,
good
for
time.
sure.
It's crazy in there.
For sure.
But
Yeah, we just fired our coach, my alma mater.
oh, seriously?
Bowling
BG?
Green. Yeah.
Oh, yikes! What happened?
He hasn't won any games. I
I did not know that.
Yeah, let me look at his official.
I feel like I
record.
remember seeing them on TV not too long ago, and I clicked
Yeah,
through the
yeah,
channels.
they just fired him because his record is, well, he has a 1-6 start to the season,
Oh, yikes!
and then his total record is even worse than
0-3 in the conference. Oh, yikes! That's not good.
Yeah, and you know how they found him?
How?
They, I believe they said they typed in the best defensive, like, coordinator or whatever. Or no, they Googled best offense before hiring a coach.
Oh
And-
my god!
Yeah, and found him. And that is how we got
That
our
is
coach.
not a hiring technique.
Yeah,
to,
it's a.
to copy.
He
Oh
was a
my-
Texas Tech assistant.
Yikes!
Yeah.
Yeah, that didn't work out very well, did it?
Yeah, I ran into him one time. He looked like he hated his life.
Jeez.
Just because of like how many people were probably just like mad at him.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not easy to be a coach, but to go
No.
7-24, that's rough.
That's bad.
Yeah.
That's real bad. Well, and they're not even in a very tough like conference. It's
No.
the Mid American Conference.
Yeah.
It's the MAC East.
It should be a lot easier than that.
The best team in their conference is Buffalo.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess not Buffalo, but there's a couple decent ones.
So
OU's in there, Kent State.
yeah. So now our interim coach says he's going to be slightly more aggressive with his coaching style and his recruiting.
That can mean anything.
So I don't know.
Any type of interviews like that mean nothing.
I just hope that we stay off Google this time when finding a new coach
Probably,
and
probably best.
do a
yeah.
little more research than that. But that's just me.
That is not the way to find a coach.
Yeah, exactly. But I believe last time we had the sports discussion, we did not, or the Indians did not reach the.
Oh yeah, the last time we recorded, it was the day of Game 3 against the Astros, and we'll see how that went. It was a blowout.
Complete blowout.
It was rough. I don't even remember the score. I don't want to look it up, but actually, there is some baseball news. You probably don't even know what's going on.
No.
It involves the Indians. So, in I think we just had Game 3 of the ALCS between the Red Sox and the Astros. There's a report out that in Game 1, there was an employee of the Astros taking pictures of the Astros dugout and videos,
Okay.
trying to steal their signs. And more information came out that the same thing happened in Game 3 of the ALDS against the Indians. The Indians filed a complaint to Major League Baseball about there being an Astros employee. That employee got kicked out, yet somehow he got into Fenway and did the same exact thing.
Wow.
And I guess there's also more reports
Okay.
from the Oakland A's that during the regular season, they also thought that the Astros had been stealing signs via video and pictures.
Oh my goodness.
Because there's this dude, he's probably like our age,
Yeah.
in these dugouts. He's more towards the like photo dugouts, which aren't like near the players, but he's taking pictures of the like managers doing their signals, their
Right.
signs to the players on the field and the other coaches. And he's like frantically texting people all these pictures and videos, and it's
Yikes.
not a good look.
Yikes.
And the Astros are also the same team that hacked into the St. Louis Cardinals computers a couple of years ago
Okay.
to get information. And there's a guy serving time in jail because of it. So
How long is he serving?
I'd have to look it up.
Yeah.
I think it's like 400 some days.
Oh my
So
goodness.
it's pretty bad. Like this is not a
That's
good look for baseball.
crazy.
Yeah. And the Astros are also the team that Trevor Bauer on Twitter for the Indians, he's been talking the entire year how the pitches that the Astros pitchers throw spin on a more, I guess, irregular, like spiral.
Oh gosh.
And when a pitcher uses a substance, that's what happens.
Oh, I thought
So there's a talk that because Verlander got traded midseason to the Astros last year,
Yeah.
and suddenly his spin rate went up. Same thing happened with Garrett Cole, the pitcher from the Pirates that the Astros traded for in the offseason. His spin rate went up.
Yikes.
So I don't know what they're doing. I'm not saying they are cheating in the pitching way, but I'm just saying like there's a lot of fishy things going on about the Astros.
I thought they were gonna try and do like a deflate gate kind of thing where it's just like this ball is hollow.
No.
That's why.
Like, is that Morgan Freeman?
I don't know. This ball is hollow.
No, yeah, they could have deflated baseballs. I don't think that works that way, but
Oh, hi.
oh, hello, Doug. We have a
Visitor.
visitor. Her name is Lacey. Hello, Lacey.
Oh, okay.
Okay, go upstairs. Go. Go.
Upstairs.
Maybe
Oh,
not.
you want to say hi to me? Okay.
She's good. That was her contribution to the podcast.
It's
Her
fine.
sniffing just now.
It's okay.
Bye, Lacey.
Thank you, Andrew.
It's okay.
Okay, that was a nice quick dog
It's
break.
okay.
Yeah, so cheating. Astros.
Yes.
I don't know what baseball's gonna do about it, but
I don't-
it's not a good look.
Yeah. I don't know what they can do about it at this point.
Yeah, I just think if this was like the Yankees cheating on the Red Sox,
Mm-hmm.
this would be everywhere.
Right.
But it's just the Astros.
Because it's just the Astros, we were just like, eh.
But they won the World Series last year, which is kind of tampers
Right.
their success. I mean, they're not going to strip them of the World Series title. That's
Well,
not
yeah,
gonna
you're
happen.
not, at this point,
That's not going to happen.
you can't do
but
that.
It's interesting. I don't know. We'll see. I don't think they're going to do a crazy punishment, but they might take some draft picks away.
Yeah.
How baseball works with free agency is they have international pool money where
Mhm.
they sign their prospects from like Puerto Rico and like Venezuela and basically anywhere around like outside of the U.S.
Okay.
Which that's where a lot of great prospects come from in those countries.
Yeah.
And if they take the Astros international money away, like they are screwed. And that's how the Astros build their team is through prospects.
Right.
So we'll see what happens. It's kind of frustrating. I think the Indians would have lost whether the Astros cheated or not.
Yeah, they
It
just
was
were
just
not.
they did
playing.
not play well. But we'll see. I don't know what they'll do with this current series with the Red Sox because if the Astros win this series, that is a terrible look.
Right.
So somebody on the radio I was listening to said that MLB is basically they're the biggest Red Sox fans right now because they don't want to have to deal with this anymore. So maybe we'll see Red Sox Brewers World Series. I would like that.
That would be interesting. Because
Brewers
like,
are really good.
I saw the Astros actually like doing it, but
I don't want them to now.
yeah, at this point,
That's just it. Like they have so many talented players, they don't need to cheat.
right?
I just don't understand that. But there's probably other cheating going on in major sports that we don't realize. But
It's drugs, man. Drugs, man.
I didn't say
But-
anything about drugs.
It's kind of a drug.
Oh yeah, true. Okay.
Yeah,
I see
yeah,
what you're
yeah.
saying. It's like
Yeah.
They might be taking steroids.
Yeah.
That could happen too. But yeah, so that's my little input on baseball of the drama that's going on. But yeah, Indians are done with. A lot of free agents coming up, so they'll probably have a very different looking team next year, or they'll do absolutely nothing.
Mhm.
And yay, we'll try again.
We'll try harder next time.
Yeah, typical Indians fashion. So
Right.
yeah, that's it about baseball.
All right.
That's all I got.
Well, that was a sports singer.
Mm-hmm.
A lot to
That's a
discuss
lot of
there.
information.
All right, we can kick it off into the entertainment,
Yes.
and that is,
What's going on?
well, Quavo dropped an album.
Diddy. I did
Yes,
not know
Quavo of Migos. One third of Migos. They like to call him the Beyonce of Migos. You know, that Quavo.
this. That's a good way to put it, yeah.
Trash.
Not good.
No.
Oh, yikes.
Yes, social media kind of tore him apart
There's
for
like not
that.
even any bangers in it?
Not really. And you know what's weird about the Quavo album? It's like there's this like meme going around, and it's really true. It's like he took 3 pencils and put them in his hand and wrote 3 lines at the same time.
Like Doodle Bob?
Yeah. Like
Oh, jeez.
it was really bad.
So it's like a meme of an album.
Yeah, he just kept repeating his lyrics like 30 times. Yeah, it's
Yeah, that's...
and he's got good features on it too. He's got like Drake's on it, 21 Savage, like
Really?
all the Migos. Yeah, Cardi B, like Madonna is on the Quavo album. Yeah, Kid Cudi's on the Quavo album.
Okay, I gotta listen to this
He's
now.
he's got good features, but he can't hold.
Features don't mean anything.
Yeah, he can't keep 19 tracks going. It's not good.
Speaking of features, wasn't it J. Cole who's gone like
Platinum.
double platinum without
No-
any
yeah,
features?
with no features. I think
That's
twice.
incredible.
Twice now. It's crazy.
That's impressive.
It's a feat that they said I think had not been achieved before him since like the 90s, which is crazy because all these rappers do features.
Features just create hype.
Mm-hmm.
So
Because you're like, ooh, this song's got a person with,
that
or
should
this
be...
person got a song with Drake. Drake.
I love collaborations, but that should be a challenge for more artists to try to do less features.
Right.
So, yeah, I'll have to listen to that album. I did not know that came out.
And then Usher dropped a surprise album on us on his
really?
birthday,
What?
40th birthday. Yeah. He
How
worked with
was it?
producer Zaytoven on an album called A for Atlanta because he's from Atlanta.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
So it's got some Atlanta sound there.
Okay.
It's
I'll check it out.
it's more younger sounding to a lot of like old Usher fans, like people who
Oh,
are used
yeah.
to like old Usher. You're not gonna get that. You're gonna get a lot more of him doing a lot more like kind of like trap beats, but he's singing over 'em. I didn't mind it. A lot of people were kind of like turned away from it just because of it not sound like old Usher. But I mean,
Yeah.
that works for some people.
Just trying something different again.
Yeah. I really didn't mind it, but he made that project. They said like a week before he put it out.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they just made like a few songs, and then Jay-Z came in the studio and he was just like, "This is really good. You should just put this out now."
Oh, wow.
And he just put it out. So they literally made the decision a few days before it came out.
Well, that's impressive. Hopefully it's good.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give it a test.
Other than that, albums that I need to listen to but have not yet for this week is there's an album by Young the Giant
Oh, yeah.
I want to check out, and Hands Like Houses, which is a rock band.
Yes.
They're really good. I need to check both those out. What have you heard? Anything?
Biggest thing that I actually just looked up before we started recording is that Michael Bublé is retiring from music,
Wow.
which
That's
is pretty
interesting.
crazy. His 5-year-old son is battling cancer, so
Oh, I have heard that. Yeah.
he I mean that'll give you a new perspective on life, obviously.
Exactly.
So that's sad to hear, but focusing on family should be a priority. So
Always.
that's crazy to hear. So wish the best to Michael Bublé. I think I think he has something new coming out. Before
Yeah, he has an
retires.
album coming out, I believe, either this week or the week after.
Is it a Christmas album?
No, it's a regular album.
Oh wow.
So he's doing one more of those. His Christmas
So
album, I don't
last
even know
one.
if he needs to do another one. That
He's-
one sells
yeah,
really well every
every
year.
year.
It's pretty classic at this point.
Yeah, they sell that at like gas stations.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Like that Michael Bublé album is crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't really think of any other recent news.
I know Imagine Dragons and Mumford and Sons are both coming out with albums in the next few weeks.
That's right. We talked about Landy's new album. I think last podcast with
Yes.
Jeff. Yeah, that one's a good one.
Okay.
I listened to that a little bit. Very sad.
Yeah, I keep
Very
hearing
sad
it's like
album.
really depressing.
Well, he's talking about a breakup, so he
Yikes.
goes pretty deep into that. Looking on Spotify, new singles. Panic at the Disco. I didn't know they had a new single.
Drake put out a Spanish song with Bad Bunny. It's,
Oh, did okay. No
yeah,
thanks.
it's just Drake singing Spanish and
Oh, I'm sure that's great.
yeah, it's Drake. So you're just like, oh my gosh, Drake
Yeah,
singing
exactly.
a song.
Oh boy. Let's see. Oh, Michael Blue actually released a single. So
Okay.
It's on Spotify. Shawn Mendes. Yeah, these are just a random singles.
So yeah,
on
these are just
Spotify.
yeah. I mean it was a little bit slower of a
Yeah, it
music
is
week for
slow
sure,
music
but that A Star Is Born soundtrack is just taking over like
Yeah.
everything.
Uh,
I'm not a.
I could make a comment on it that I made before the podcast, but I'm not gonna say it right now. I'll give it a listen to. I'm not really expecting.
Will
much,
you see
but,
the movie or the musical movie?
I'll stream it. I ain't gonna pay for that.
I'm not gonna.
I am not taking money out of my wallet to watch Lady Gaga act.
I understand.
Jeez. Okay. I like Bradley Cooper. Like,
You don't want to upset the little monsters. Is that what they still are?
I don't even
Are
know,
they
dude.
Gagas? Gagettes?
Whatever it is that's toxic. So it's not a very comfortable fan base. I'm sure they're great, but
Yeah, I mean,
I-
as I
the-
always say, like, music's super subjective. So I mean, there's
Right.
there's different people that like different things. So I
That's
don't like
fine
to
and
call
all.
anyone.
but once they go out of their way to give negative reviews for albums and movies that they haven't even
Yeah, they
paid
did that to
attention
the 21
to?
Pilots thing.
just so Lady Gaga's album and movie could get better ratings, that's toxic. That's
Right.
not a fan group. That's a hate group.
Which
just,
reminds me.
Like, that's obsession. So
Exactly.
yeah, you can like any type of music you want and not like any type of music you want, but to give negative reviews for something you don't even know about, that's ridiculous.
Which reminds me, I do want to say this, Austin.
What's that?
The 21 Pilots album.
Mhm.
I may have went too far,
I think you did.
but I still stand by what I said about it being their least growing album, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, I can
But
see what you mean there.
I think it's a decent album.
Okay, thank you.
I-
I'm glad that you've thought
I will
about that.
I will retract what I said about that album. However, and it's not that I wanted it to be like a huge radio album or anything. I don't want.
Oh,
I
no.
hate when people make albums straight for radio or try to
Right.
do that. I just didn't feel like their sound had grew.
No, if you I think this album is very lyric focused.
Yes,
Blurry Face was lyric focused, but they also tried to be more radio focused. I think in
Exactly.
Blurry Face, and Trench reminds me more of their self-titled album.
mm-hmm.
I don't know how familiar you are with their self-titled album.
Yeah,
but
I am.
it's very lyric focused and like emotion focused. That's
but
what
that's
this is.
that's how I felt when I first heard like the first couple of songs. I said this sounds a lot more like how they started,
Yeah,
as opposed to Vessel or
Right.
Blurry Face.
right. And then one of their first albums, Regional at Best, which I am only able to listen to on YouTube.
Right.
Hopefully they remaster that at some point. But
Yeah, Regional at Best, the one that's not
yeah, that's the one that's not on
that's
Spotify.
not on anything.
Or
Okay.
any like no streaming sites or
Yeah.
anything. That one has a lot of good lyrical songs too, and I think they tried to find their sound in that
Mhm.
album. I think they really found it there. So
Yeah.
that was like their foundation. But yeah, good to know you feel better about the
Yeah,
album.
I feel a lot better about the album than I originally did. And I mean, it's like that sometimes. Sometimes you can't just review an album
Oh yeah, absolutely.
like right off the bat. My opinion's not going to change with that Quavo album. I can tell you that right now.
well, you reacting to the Trench album made
Yes,
for a good
but-
bit on the
But
podcast.
like, I mean, I didn't say that I hated the Trench album in the first place. Like the first
More
or the
so
last
just wasn't
podcast,
your
I just
favorite.
said it was not my favorite, and I felt like it just wasn't a grower
I
like
gotcha.
of an album.
Yeah, for sure.
But I retract that. So,
Okay. Did you listen to Neon Gravestones again?
I did.
It's a dope song.
I did listen to Ian Gravestones, and I listened to the whole thing top to bottom. And while I admit like the last few songs aren't my favorites, they're still pretty good songs.
Okay.
So
I kind of spoiled myself and listened to watched the live stream of the concert in Nashville last night. So
okay.
got a good little teaser for what to expect. I didn't watch the whole thing because I don't want to spoil it. I won't spoil it for anybody else who's listening. Cause
Right.
That would be cool. But yeah, it's gonna be exciting. I'm gonna have some fun there. But good album. I have a lot of music to listen to. I just realized that.
Also, I'm seeing like a lot of positive things from fans about Venom.
Yeah, I've seen the same thing.
Yeah.
Like they
Which means-
enjoyed it.
Yeah, and I think that's one of those instances where the critics don't always get it right as opposed to the overall audience.
Right. There's another movie that came out like that. Was it Wonder Woman? That had
Yeah,
a lot
Wonder
of
Woman was the
negative
same
reviews
way.
before it came out.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people overreact to the review embargoes. I
Yes.
don't know how much you keep up with that, but when a movie's review embargo is very close to the release date, when there's
Mhm.
not much time to do research, people are always worried, like, oh, this movie's gonna suck because
Right.
they pushed an embargo. So, I don't know. I think people reacted that way because of Venom, but Sony does that for a lot of movies
Yeah.
because they know they're always worried about their superhero movies sucking because they have always sucked.
Also, I've been hearing like there's a lot of things about the age of the critics. Hire younger critics, and maybe we'd get different reviews. Because what I keep hearing is that the critics are too old,
Yikes.
which does
Yeah.
not help the growth in them.
I think that same thing can be said about the Academy.
Oh, yeah.
All the awards
Mhm.
that go
About
out.
all the award shows and stuff like that. They keep saying that the age, like
It's
they're
way
not
too old
hiring
school.
younger people to.
Yeah,
But
that's life. You have to have 10 years of experience right out of college.
uh,
Don't even get me started about
right.
that. No, yeah, I can definitely agree with that. I see it.
All right. So there is a there's a
Entertainment update.
yeah. There's a personal topic that I want to get off my chest here.
Okay.
Now I want to put a little disclaimer out here in the beginning for anyone
Okay, I know what's going
who
on.
may sound offended by something that I may say, but there's some parents out there who I feel may be getting a little too soft with their kids, and that's what I want to touch on today. This little social topic to
It's a
wrap
good
up the.
topic. I like this topic.
So,
It's a topic that we need to talk about.
how do you feel? Do you feel that that's also a thing that you've seen?
Parents being soft.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Parenting has more moved into a best friend role
Yes.
that provides
Mm-hmm.
a providing best friend.
Oh my goodness, I see it so often and it's driving me crazy.
Oh man, dude. Working in retail, obviously both of us, we're not gonna go farther than that, but working in retail, you see it a lot. Young people just don't know how to behave.
Yeah.
Feel so old talking like this. But the way that parents interact with the younger generation
Yeah.
is ridiculous.
I talked to someone the other day who was just like, her kid is only 6, and she's just like, yeah, we're like the best of friends. Like that's how I just want us to grow up, and I feel like in this world, if we do that, like we'll be better friends. Like and she'll be able to get along with people better. Like if
Mm-hmm.
like I treat her that way, and I'm just like, you don't understand. What's that, Andrew?
So until she becomes extremely entitled.
Thank you, Andrew.
Yeah, thank you,
yes.
Andrew. Yeah, like this is the stage in life where you need to be disciplined in order to help them grow
Yeah.
as people.
Saying no is basically like taboo. Like,
Mhm.
oh, I can't say no.
Yeah.
I don't want to see a crying kid.
Mm-hmm. I see that at work all the time. Like,
Oh, it drives me
kid will
crazy.
cry over candy and
Yes.
just keep crying over candy until the parent actually gets them the candy. And I'm just like, no, you can't keep
It
doing
does not
that.
work that
That's
way.
not
No.
gonna. It's
Like,
not gonna
if
fly.
I did that at that age,
Mm-hmm.
I get a spanking.
Yeah.
I get
Exactly.
the belt. Or the wooden spoon.
It's
and one of
just-
those.
It's just changed so much. Like,
Yikes.
I don't understand.
Let me just say, I have a lot of people in my life that work with kids,
Yes.
and the kids do not understand when people say no. Like when the teacher says no, or like in school, or if
Yeah, and then how does that this new aspect like change the teaching world? Like,
it very much
because the
changes
teachers can't be any harder on the kids than they are being treated at home.
that. Oh yeah, the kids react the same way they react to their parents.
Yeah.
They
And
roll
that's
their
not
eyes
good.
and say something smart.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's not a good situation. Parents need to step up.
Right.
Um,
It's just not good for the future.
It's not. Like, saying no is not a bad thing. Having your
Mhm.
kid cry because you said no is not a bad thing. It's... there's so many other things I want to talk about, but I don't know what to say.
Right, but now I want to take it even deeper than that
Okay.
and think. Now I know this isn't completely true, obviously, because that would be ridiculous. I've seen things, and
Yeah.
But do we think that this is affecting? Because I think this is already affecting kids in middle school and high school, and how at times when they feel they are being bullied. I'm not saying this is every time, because their bullying is real. It's a serious.
Oh, yeah.
It's a serious issue. But you think that there are times now today where there may be kids who can't take certain situations because of how they were raised.
Oh, yeah.
It's like it's something to think about,
I mean, if you think of it, let's put it in the perspective of social media.
Yeah.
When differing opinions or arguments happen,
Mm-hmm.
you think you're being, like, devalued as a human.
Yeah.
Because you don't understand disagreement.
Mhm.
You don't understand conversation, how it works when people have different opinions on something.
Right. And like, then they feel like they're being like. I feel like then they feel like they're being bullied even harder. So then, like, if an actual thing happened, an actual situation that's a lot more serious than that, like, how are they going to react?
Yeah. No, I totally see that.
I just don't. I don't know. Like, we're not toughening up our youth enough to be able to handle like real life situations.
Oh, not
that
at
are-
all. Just to give another example of not being prepared for like the real world, is if kids are constantly just on iPads,
Mhm.
like toddlers.
Oh my goodness.
Just handing your toddler an iPad or an iPhone to be distracted is
Mhm.
not building any type of social skill or like physical skill.
And you killed Toys R Us.
Yeah, and it killed Toys R Us. Thanks.
Like, we liked that store.
We did. As a more like specific example, when you are in preschool, you focus on motor skills.
Yes.
So if you picture the classroom you had preschool in,
Mm-hmm.
bunch of tables,
Yeah.
bunch of little interactive like activity stuff, like a little sandbox, some type of like fishing game
Yeah.
where you had to use your hands. Kids like they can't even do that now because they're used to touching buttons on a screen.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
So when they see a placemat with pictures of animals and like the different sounds and stuff that they make, the kids are trying to press on the paper like it's going to do something.
That's
It's
insane.
not building a foundation.
Right. We're not helping here.
It's not good.
Oh my goodness.
It's just I worry more and more about the future every day.
Yeah.
It's just
I wonder if it's hurting the creativity in the world as well. Like, I just don't.
Yeah.
I don't know. But that's something I wanted to get off of my chest.
I just think that it's good that we are aware right now before
Yeah, and
we
we're
are
not
parents.
saying this is everyone. Of
No,
course.
this is not everyone.
But like, I feel like it's something that we need to work on.
Right. Because I know a lot of parents that are basically our age
Yeah.
that are doing a great job.
Yeah.
Like,
Same.
awesome job.
Mhm.
Because they see the same perspective we do,
Mm-hmm.
where you actually have to raise your kids.
You have yeah.
Like, be a parent.
Yeah. Like, you can't just be their best friend.
No.
It
does
just
not work
doesn't
that
work
way.
like that. Like,
There's a reason why the role of a parent is different from a
Mhm.
friend. Like, it is so much more important than that.
and like, I understand there are different people and different kids that grow up differently and have different like feelings and go through different things.
Right.
Like some have like anxiety and things like that. Like, even that young, like, it can happen. And those are different situations, and they should be handled that specific way. But some kids have to grow a little bit first before we reach that point.
Hey, Andrew,
Mm.
what does tough love do? Does that
Yeah,
build
it
something?
Builds character, man.
Builds character.
It's not the chapel privilege.
Oh my
All right.
goodness.
Thank you, Andrew, for your input.
Well, that's
That was a good topic. I like that.
okay.
That's
Good.
a real world thing we need to talk about.
Yeah, I felt like that was a good social thing that we should discuss and handle.
For sure. Oh no, Russell texted me.
Oh no, tell him he
Oh.
is.
He didn't see our text till later.
Oh, yeah,
so
tell him he's
he'll
a-
catch the next podcast.
Yes, he's late for the podcast. Okay.
It's okay.
All right, then I think that's it for this week.
It is. There is a little breaking news
Okay.
that kind of made me rage real quick, but MLB has a statement on Houston cheating. Investigation concluded that an Astros employee was monitoring the field. We consider the matter closed.
Oh.
That's it.
Oh.
After so many other examples, it's closed. So if you need another example of the current state of Major League Baseball, there it is.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's all I got.
That is awful.
Yeah, that's a terrible way to handle the
I
situation.
can't believe that's how we're gonna actually handle the
They
situation.
took, like 10 hours to handle the situation, and it's nothing.
Wow.
It's kind of ironic that the guy that was caught taking pictures
Mhm.
deleted Houston Astros from his bio on Twitter. Red flag.
They're trying to do a cover up.
Yes.
Wow.
So it might be some type of private punishment.
Yeah.
They don't want to publicly say it, but yeah, that sucks.
That's something.
Well, yeah. There you go.
Well, I mean that's how they handle it sometimes. I think they just didn't want to, at this point in the season, like dirty their hands that much in like a situation
sure.
like that.
Whatever. Move on to whatever other sport we care about. Basketball.
Exactly. There we go. All right. Well, that's it.
Thank you
That's-
for listening.
Thank you for listening, and as always, have a great week. And
Like, subscribe, comment.
bye.